Welcome everyone. We are in July. We got to do our wheat field. I got the Massey part in this little small little room, but it will be all right. Probably be the last time in this wheat that we're going to get wheat out of this field. I'm going to go with the barn, but I need 200 and some thousand, 227,000 to get there, plus fence. So probably about, I think probably at least $40,000 more. Depends on how big of I make the fenced in area. With that one, I want to make it big, a big fence in the area, but with that barn, I'm afraid that food capacity would be too low if I make it too big. Now, if I got the 700 and some thousand dollar one, then I probably wouldn't have that issue. It'd just be a lot to fill it up and get it full. But that would be all right. But I'm not gonna save up for the 770,000. If I do get that one, it's gonna be towards the end of the series, just for the simple fact how much it's gonna cost. And it might not be towards the end. It might be, because it depends on how big we grow, how fast, how big we get, and how easy it would be to get to that 770,000 without. Because at this rate, it would take us probably about 5-6 years in game to get it, because there is other things we need to get in between. Now we'll have to buy a mixer, and I want a pretty size one. So first off, we won't be doing total mixed rations. It'll be more or less silage, which is just it's 80%, but 80 cents better than just like for grass is 40%. Until we can get a mixer, because the mixers are pretty expensive, especially for a big one. With the building that size, the smaller one, mixing it and getting it mixed and feeding them would take a lot longer. But we should get quite a bit of grain out of this. Quite a bit. I might end up selling this in December, because I mean that takes forever to do. And the way I looked at it and added it up, you're pretty much selling the same. You're making the same amount. What? I was stuck. I could not move. Yeah, you're selling less wheat, but you're making about the same amount of money that I was in this for expansion. Because how much it processed. I'd have to have multiple of them if I want to process it all and get it all sold within a decent amount of time. I don't know if the factory itself produces faster. But I need to one thing. Let's see. On picking, going to take them a while. That's going to be a lot, and I'm going to have to get a trailer for it, because that field would be more than one load. I figured it'd be 2 full loads plus. So that would be a good thing. It'd be a good thing for our Why am I doing that? It will be a good thing for us. Field work, target location. Here, go, start job. Yeah, that's going to take him a while. But we're going to be here for a while. We're going to bale this field, straw bale it. Not worried about getting it turned over. Because we're going to place the barn here, and I don't want to plant nothing and have to wait to harvest it. Now, if we didn't have seasonal crop growth, I could plant something quick like sorghum or oats. But we're doing seasonal, make it harder. And it really is going to get harder. The bigger we grow, the harder it is going to do. It's going to be the strain, but at the same time, that's what we have the AI workers for. So the strain doesn't get to you. I need to start watching where I'm at. 96, 97, 98, 99. I'm going to use this, and boom, I had to move the chicken eggs. It was full. I had to throw them on that. Those are going to be sold in November. That will be a huge boost. I mean, you consider how many we sold to last November, and look how many more we've got. That is going to be a huge boost to us. Huge, the eggs are. We've done little things that will help us, that will boost our income. I mean, even though we had the maintenance this year, the eggs pretty much will cover the maintenance that we done. Because if it's like last season, we had 5,000 per, and there's 6 there. That's pretty much those 6, and then there's another full one there, so the maintenance is covered. So the maintenance that with the eggs is pretty much null and void this year, which is a good thing. Really is. At least I didn't run into it like I did last season. Made that big old strip. Of tires in it. Yes. I need to check on our stone picker if he's made it. I didn't pay attention if anything's popped up or not. I'll check on him once I get this strip done and see how he's doing. He's probably driving into something. Didn't even make it out. Something's in his way, nothing's there. Yeah, I can see it now. You sitting here waiting on them at the field for them to show up, and 5 hours later you call them. Where you at? I've been sitting here blocked. What are you blocked by? Well, there's a little teeny tiny dirt crane right here on the road that's in my way with this big old tractor, and I'm just been sitting here for it to move for the past 5 hours. Oh, that's very understandable. We'll give you a pay raise for that. Yeah. Nah. It's fun. We typically get about 12, 13,000 a week out of this. I'm just, how much are we gonna get with this little extension? Yeah, I did the extension and just gonna get one cut out of it, but I might could plant. Um, I could probably plant the back half of this. I could do that. Just get a little extra cut out of the extension we did. It would kind of benefit us. Now we're gonna see how well you'll do now. Get you doing that. I'm gonna take this. Yep. This is gonna have to go up to the other field. I'm gonna have to go get this trailer. Ours won't work on it. Ours is too tall. And plus, we're putting weed in it. I was wanting to harvest that whole thing, but well, there's some weeds, but it'll be all right. There ain't a whole lot of weeds in it. Our trailer's too tall for the stone picker, so we have to use the least one. I need to start belling. That's the reason I'll let my helper AI do it. Let him finish it up. There's a lot of stuff I need to do and get extended out. And the way it shows, I mean, they said they worked on the AI, but doesn't look like they really changed a whole. Well, they worked on the field AI, didn't it? Mostly. And it said some fields, not all fields. So that is a thing. I could let AI drive this over there, but I do not trust them too much anymore, because the little bitty dirt clump stops them. I guarantee what he did is he was too close to that sign right there when he pulled out, and it said it was telling him he can't go no further because he was too close to that sign. I guarantee it. But the AI vehicles will run into them and knock them over. Not just me, because I've been through areas where I haven't been, and every one of the signs are down, and it'd be the first time I went through there. So the AI will knock them down as well. So I don't understand why. And it's a movable object. I don't know why. Don't understand. I had that That was the first time I had an issue telling them to go do a job, like cultivate a field. I've always had the issues of just go from here and drive this from here to there and that. Not just tell them to go to this field and work. I've always just had the issues say here, drive from here to there and just leave it. I've had them do that, but not. That was the first time on the field on go do field work. They got a lot to improve on them. They do. Let's park this right here. Now, he is full. I figured he'd be full. Well, no, he ain't full. He didn't even move. See, when you got a lot to do and you need the help of the AI, they're dumb. I'm been paying this worker just to sit here. You can't figure out where to go. And I'm honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I only have these issues with them when I pretty much record and want to pick a day that there's a lot of things that I want to get done. Now, if I'm doing just one or two here and this, and then I'm gonna move on next month, I don't have an issue. But when it happened even last time when I had one that had all that I wanted to do and get done, and I needed their help, and they just, every one of them just, duh, we don't know what to do, even though it's right in front of us. We don't know how to drive into the wheat field and harvest it, and it's sitting in front of us. But they know I'm wanting to do a lot. I'm wanting to get a lot done in this episode. And it's what it feels. Feels like it. The game is just. He's wanting to get a lot done for this month. Let's just be morons and not work right. And then just wait till when he just has to skip months and use this one little time and don't have to worry about using this. Will work okay then. That's what it feels like. I'm honest. Because I was wanting to start belling while he finished this up. Doesn't look like it's going to let me. Caught it. I caught it. Now, if you was on had a multiplayer server with a bunch of friends, you wouldn't have to worry about this. Each one of you can take care of stuff that you need the AI to do. I know they won't bail. Now let's see, since I've done this much, what he will do. Is he just gonna sit here? Sir, I don't know. I can just imagine now. What are you sitting there for? I don't know where the wheat's at. I'm just sitting here until I figure out where the wheat's at to get it. Where's it at? I have no clue. But can I have a raise? I can see that. He won't even work it. He just sits there. And like I say, it only does it when I know I've got a lot I want to do in 1 month. So much fun. Like I say, it only happens when you got a lot to do. And you got much to do, it works perfectly. I gotta keep up with him up there, keep him emptied out when he's full. The big field, so he's gonna have to be emptied out multiple times. I got a bale. And the AI don't do any belling. Yeah. It's a thing. Locked. And now, I'm going to be honest with you, with how the AI has been acting, and how big I want this place, and how many fields I want, there's no possible way. There's not. No possible way to do it. And it could be the fact that they're just using one to be fine, and it could be conflicting out where I have that other one running, this one running, and they're conflicting each other. It's taking priority. It's like it's saying, well, that other one is being. It could be like he's just sitting there waiting for this one to get done because they're conflicting, trying to read one. I'm just speculating. It could be that. It really could. And I'm just speculating there. I didn't turn off the engine. Why did it turn off? Yeah, I didn't turn it off. I don't know why it turned off. Do not know. Well, I didn't have to empty it out at all. I did it because I was going that way. That's the reason why I emptied it out when I did. I truly didn't have to. This field will be ready next month. So we're just going to park this over here. Get ready for that field. We got an extra. Come on, get out of it. You can pull it. Got an extra about a little less than 4,000. That field extension. Yeah. No, we're going to get more straw out of it. But we're not going to sell it this time. We're going to keep it. And that's not bad. An extra 4,000. Just, it wasn't a big extension. It was less than 4,000, but it was in the higher end. It's close to 4,000 probably. What we got. Higher end 3,000, or close to 4,000. That's pretty good. Now we gotta go get the baler, pick it up, and start doing some baling. I have to clean out that shed. I'm gonna put it in that shed right there. I could. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I could say when I was going to get the AI to make the swaths smaller, less swaths, but you'll probably screw up. Okay. I did swath it some to make it a little bit easier to handle. It cleaned up. I mean, it didn't speed. It's pretty much going to go up and down the same amount of times. But it cleaned it up a little bit from it being such a mess. That's pretty much what I was doing, so I wouldn't have to run around as much and pick up things. I'm just curious. Well, the 150 won't fit in there. Well, no, the 180 won't fit in that thing. I'm just curious the 150 will fit into it. I can always try it. Always try. Yeah, the 180 bed, the 180 are just too big. He won't fit underneath. You have to stick it inside that thing. Feed the cattle, and it just won't do it. I can probably bale a little bit of it over there and see if it'll fit in there. I can try to do that. If I can, if it will, I'll bale all that grass, and it wouldn't be such a big mess. Yeah, I missed some, but it'll be okay. It'll be alright. 7,500 versus 4,000, better than any day. That's what the 125s are, is 4,000 liters. So, I didn't pick up that little spot right there. Didn't pick up that one either. Picked up that one. Yeah. Sometimes it's very picky. You don't like getting up the little bitty pieces like that too well. You can pick them up, but sometimes it just doesn't like picking them up. Don't know why. Not just this beller, it's other beller as well. Doesn't like the little bitty teeny tiny things. They'll pick them up, but then it won't pick them up. I've already unloaded the stone picker one more time, so he's got 4,000 plus. I don't know if he'll have a third full one. I'm not sure. It'd be nice, because cement, I need 2,000 liters of cement. For every 1,000 stone is 160 liters. And I think we got 1,000 liter already. Should by now. And then we need 12,000 liters of the roofing tiles, which is going to be forever. So I think that only makes like 140 per 1,000. So we need about less than 120,000 liters of stones just to make the ceiling tile, which is going to be a long time. Even if you do most of the stone removals gives you, most of them you pop up, unless they're a high dollar, most of them pop up gives you anywhere from 600 to a little over 1,000 liters per, unless you get the real big $5,000-6,000 ones. And you get quite a bit, but they do take forever to do. So I'm honest with you, I am so glad I did the lease. I'm leasing it instead of buying it, because there's no way you could keep up to make it to where it was worth buying. Not worth buying at all. Almost done. We'll have some straw, and we won't have to have a whole lot of it. I don't think they use as much straw as they do feed and stuff. They just use the straw as bedding. It doesn't go through them a whole lot. Might as well leave this in here. Let's really be honest, it ain't worth to even bid out. Nope. I guess I can park the baler here for now. As soon as I get everything sorted out, my yard will change. It's not a big priority. Like I say, I want a bigger silage, but bigger ones like 75, 80,000. I want a bigger one of those. Where did I do my fork? It's on the telehandler. So you're there. I do need to test it. I might just go ahead and empty that one out and test out the size. If 150 will fit in there, I will certainly bale all that in 150 so it would be out of the way. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Now you get to see how bad I am with this. Doing this. Thing is, you gotta have them almost good lined up together. Now let's put her down. It should be able to pick up 3. That's not going to work because I'm going to need to be straight in on it. Going to need to be straight. I did not want to do that. Now I'm kind of messed up. I'm getting it out. Yep, it should do it. Now if I just don't knock it off. Go put it in the bin here. 15,000 liters. Not bad at all. In the shed. Not bad at all, I will say. About to scalped it. Scalped it. I got the top. Daggone it. I screwed it up. And I do wish there was just a side shift. There's not. He is done. So he didn't get another full tank. It's all right. He's 4,000, whatever he's got. I didn't pay attention when I was in there. And I jumped into it. We'll see here in a moment. $8,000 ain't bad. 1,800, 8,000. 8,000 would be really good. Dump. Already hit I. Not doing it. Now, before we complete it, we're gonna have to go dump it, or we will lose our stones. Let's get 500 liters of cement. We'll look at where we're at when we get there and dump these. It'd be nice if it already had 2,000 cement and I can go ahead and start doing the roof tiles. It would be a little nice. You started walking perfect time into where you would be right across in front of me when I come by. Nobody's coming, let's go. I really do need to retire this one. Because, I mean, the maintenance on it's up higher than what it normally is because of the trailer. Yep, you wanted to turn in from, and you almost did. Almost did, but it didn't. Phew, 12,000 roofing tiles. Ooh. So does it have, what does it have over here? But I don't need no more cement at the moment. Let's turn that one off and turn that one on. I can come over here and get the cement. You're emptied. So now let's get our 5,000, 6,000. There. And we can get the cement and we can take it over to the museum. Yes, yes, yes. I gotta finish moving the bales first. And not move it to our barn. The cement needs to go to our shed. Yeah, no, if I just don't knock them off. Don't be at a big bump or take these turns too fast. See how our shed will look after this. This is, I don't know how many stages are there. Looks like it's a small shed. It's not going to be big. I just want to build it because we haven't built nothing yet. So, how many stages did the shed have? I hope this is all the cement it needs. Really do. It's a small shed. I might need to move these away from it. At least that one is too close, I believe. What in the... It just took off backwards. I wouldn't expect it to take it just all of a sudden just get a boost of speed. Pull it away from it some. There we go. So we got that field cleared, done. We got our cement into our shed. I need to do a test with this. The hay's still out in the field. This will be ready next month. It does have a few weeds in it, but it's not a whole lot. October. And we got the flour in December, the wheat in December. I don't think that flour mill is going to be worth it, so I might end up selling it after December. Now, having the mill might be better. I don't know if they process faster or not. You would think they do since they're bigger. If I'm going to do the flour stuff, I'm probably better off the lease mill. The small one's just slow producing. That works fine for what it is. It does. Because we got to process everything else and get everything else processed. And it does good for what it is. Now these smaller mills, yes, they're great. Only 36,000 each. But how fast it processes, pretty much making the same amount in waiting to premium time to sell at as that, because it's not processing enough to make a bigger difference. It's not making a big enough difference. If we're making extra, it's very bare minimum extra. Like I say, because it don't mill fast enough. Pretty much a pallet a month. And like from now to December, 5-6 months, sell for 2,000. We're only going to accumulate, which we're going to have more than 6 because it's going to be since a whole year. Yes. But just from now to December, if I sell the wheat that I got now and just put it in there, I pretty much make the same amount what it's processed versus selling the wheat itself. Now, if I turned it into bread, that might be different. But it's still another process, a slow process. But it would greatly increase it. But right now, I don't think the flour mill is even worth having. How are our chickens? Check on her. Got water. You're gonna need some food. Y'all gonna need some food. Gonna need some food. They're gonna start. I'm glad for that because they're gonna start going through the feed now. Yes. And I'll probably plant that big field over there, our newest field. I'll probably plant it with sorghum because of the rate they're going to start taking it. We're gonna need it. Because they're starting to eat a lot of food. They're gonna make us a lot of money. I mean, considering if we sell at peak time, they're gonna make us more than what we fed them. Quite a bit more. And I'm not gonna worry about emptying that out because it's gonna go. Sorghum's gonna go back in it, and then tomorrow morning I can top them off. They doing good. But we got 6 here, 7, probably 8 by November. And if we get like we did last year, 5,000 each, that's 40,000 right there. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, give us a thumbs up, like, it greatly help us out. And everybody have a great and wonderful day. Goodbye.